Hello, Miss Hurst here, and I'm here with Cleo, and we are going to be looking at the fibres that make our clothes and whether they come from natural, so animal and plant, or synthetic, so completely man-made sources. So to do this, let's take a look in my wardrobe. So I picked out a couple of items from my wardrobe, and first up is a wardrobe staple, so a pair of denim jeans. And these here are made of 98% cotton and 2% elastane. So they're 98% natural plant cotton fibre and 2% synthetic elastane. So elastane will make these jeans a little bit stretchy. Because they are a woven fabric, they do not get their stretch from the fabric construction, they get it from the elastane that has been mixed with the cotton to make it. So from the fibre type has made these stretchy instead. Next we have a summer dress here, and this here is 55% linen and 45% cotton. So although this dress is made up of two different fibre types, both of those fibres are natural plant fibres. So one is the cotton plant and the other is the flax plant that makes linen fibre. So now I'm going to move on to t-shirts, and I've got this light pink t-shirt here, and you would expect most t-shirts to be made of natural cotton, and for this t-shirt here you would be right because it is 100% natural cotton plant fibre. And then we have this t-shirt here. So you would expect for this t-shirt to also be 100% cotton. However, when I look at the label, this one is 52% cotton and 48% modal. Now modal is a fibre that we've not looked at yet, so we will park that and we'll come back to modal later. So I have two more t-shirts for us to look at today. The first one here is more of a smart work style top, and this one comes from Laura Ashley, so that's quite a high quality brand, and you'd expect it to be made of a high quality fibre. However, when I look at the label, which is usually found on the left hand side, this one here is 100% polyester, so it was 100% synthetic from man-made sources. Just goes to show that just because you're spending money on the brand doesn't mean that you're spending money on high quality fibres as well. And the last t-shirt I've picked out of my wardrobe to look at today is this one here, and this has a very similar texture and feel to it as the other two that were cotton and modal mix. However, when I look at the label of this one, it is 100% viscose. Now viscose again is another fibre that we've not looked at yet, so we're going to park that with the modal, and we're going to come back to both modal and viscose later on. Now let's take a look at some woolly jumpers. So I have this bright pink, fluffy, knitted woolly jumper, and we call them a woolly jumper, so therefore you would expect for the fibre to be wool, so from a sheep. If I look at the label here, this jumper here is made of 100% acrylic, so that is 100% synthetic from man-made sources. No sheep have been sheared to make this jumper here. What about this jumper here? Have any sheep been sheared in the making of this knitted jumper? Let's have a look. And this is made of 80% viscose and 20% nylon. So it's 80% of the viscose fibre that we've parked for later and 20% nylon, which is totally synthetic, made from totally man-made sources. So what about this jumper that I'm wearing right now? Surely there must be some natural animal fibres in a knitted jumper somewhere. Let's take a look. So this one is a little bit of a mix. It's 40% cotton, 30% polyamide, 25% viscose and 5% alpaca. So it does have 5% of a natural animal fibre in there. It's got 40% of a natural plant fibre, cotton. It's 30% polyamide, so poly for polymers means plastic, and that is totally synthetic, man-made. And then 25% of this viscose again. So it's made up of 4 different fibres, a mix of natural, synthetic, and this other fibre that we're going to be talking about as well. So there we have it. We've taken a look at 9 different items of clothing from my wardrobe, all of them with a mix of different natural, plant and animal, and synthetic fibres. Let's take another look at all of the fibres that we have looked at within these items of clothing. So what about these modal and viscose fibres that we parked for later? Where do they come from? Well, they're in the middle. They're not 100% natural, they're not 100% synthetic. They're made from elements of both. They use natural plant cellulose and chemicals, synthetic chemicals, mixed together to make a new fibre. And we call this manufactured. So whilst cotton is 100% natural plant fibre and acrylic is 100% synthetic man-made fibre, modal is a manufactured fibre, as is viscose, made of partly natural and partly synthetic sources.